Hello fellow Hunters of the Blue and welcome to my channel. Today we will be talking about glazes. In particular about Citadel Glazes. As I'm sure you know, with the arrival of the contrast paints, some other paints on the line are going away. In particular, these 4 paints are going away. And as you may know, I love these paints. So in this tutorial I will be showing you how you can make these paints yourself for not very much. These 4 paints here, what they are essentially is watered down matte inks, and those are very easy to make because you can dilute them just with water. And you may ask why weren't you making this yourself from the start, and the answer is I'm lazy. I am very lazy. So they are very convenient and the colors are lovely. And it has required quite a bit of experimentation, mixing and trying to achieve them, but you can make them with just these 4 colors. These are Vallejo Gaming's blue, yellow, green and red. You may think the equivalence is 1-1, but it isn't. It requires quite a bit of mixing, but you can make them very easily. So here are the recipes for each of these colors. Well, with that written down, we'll be going one by one for those paints so I can show you how they are made. The yellow one is a straight equivalent, it's the same exact color. The only thing you have to do is dilute it. You need to make this glaze. You dilute this ink with 1 part ink and 3 parts distilled water. That's it, just that. And I will show you. I will pop this into my palette. I have a pre-made mix here that I just made for this tutorial. I will pop in it here on the side. So here's the Lamenter's yellow. And here is my mix of paint. As you can see, exactly the same color, exactly the same coverage, and exactly the same finish. So there you go, one is done. The second one is Waywatcher Green. Waywatcher Green and the Gaming Green are very different, but I found you can make Waywatcher Green mixing green and yellow inks. The proportion are 3 parts Gaming Green to 2 parts Gaming Yellow, and to this we have to add 10 parts of water. So it's double the amount of water to inks. So you have 5 parts of ink, 3 and 2, plus, multiplied by 2, you have 10 parts of ink. 10 parts of distilled water to ink. And as before, I have a pre-made mix here. Hope you can see it's exactly the same color. And I will apply it here so you can see. The effect on the paper. So here is Waywatcher Green. As you can see, it's very soft. And here is my version, which is again exactly the same color. Now we move on to the red. Again, this is not a pure red. This has yellow in it, and this is a pure red. So what we do is mix it again with Gaming Yellow. So to make blood letter, you need 4 parts of red ink, 1 part of yellow ink, and again 10 parts of water, so double the amount of distilled water in relation to the inks. And again, of course, I have made my own, premixed a little bit for you to see. Happy to get in the palette. Pop my version on the palette. And this is the blood letter. This is my version of the blood letter. The same. There you go. Easy. And this leaves us with, to me, was the most complicated one to make, which is Guilliman glaze. At first I thought it was just a straight 1-on-1, because look at them. They look almost identical. So I tried diluting this just with water, but this has a little bit of red in it. It's more like an ultramarine blue, more than it has a little bit of mix. So after a lot of experimentation, I made this. This is my version of Guilliman blue, and this has 6 parts of blue ink, 1 part of red ink, and 21 parts of water. So blue ink is extremely intense. So it needed 3 times the amount of water in relation to the paint, than instead of 2 like the other mixes. It's the same like the yellow. Yellow alone is very intense, so we needed 3 parts, and the blue is very intense, and we need 3 parts. So we will pop the Guilliman glaze here on the palette. I will pop my own mix. I will also say the difference between this and this is very little. It's just a hint of red that this has that this doesn't. So if you don't want to overcomplicate yourself, you can use this and use like the yellow 3 parts of distilled water, and it will be perfectly okay. It will be perfectly okay, but I wanted to give you the most exact version of the recipe I could. So this is the Guilliman glaze, and this is my own version, which is, as you can see, exactly the same color, with exactly the same saturation and exactly the same finish. So that's it. I will pop the recipes again in the end of the video, so if you missed it and you, for some reason, you don't want to go back in you will have it again just after I finish. So I really hope this this helps you if you love the Citadel Glazes like I do, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.